What's up? What's up with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, we back. We back. It's a whole lot that's been going on. A whole lot I gotta catch up on. But we in the building. We back. Y'all know what to do. Punch on that like button once you come in the building and jump in the comment section. Let me know y'all in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Judah Fight Fan Lewis was happening with it. Arturo Shotty was happening with it. Beloved Fox was good. Salute. Chris Mitchell was happening with it, fam. Salute. Mac of the South off in the building was good. Earl Taylor Sr. was happening with it. Salute. Yes, a whole lot been going on. A whole lot. I got to cook today. Oh, yeah, we going to cook today for sure. And when y'all come in, make sure that y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. And jump in the comment section. Let me know you're in the building. Yeah, a lot going on. A lot going on in boxing. A lot of bullshit going on. Demetrius West was happening with it. What's popping? TJ Sports Nation, salute. Yes, sir. We got a big fight this weekend. I'm excited about the fight this weekend. We got a big fight this weekend. Before we get the show started, as y'all come in the building, put a 1 in the chat if you got Jermell Charlo and put a 2 for Castano. I want to see what y'all picks is for this weekend. Undisputed. The first ever 4-belt undisputed at super welterweight. Who y'all got this weekend? You got Jermell Charlo, put a 1. If you got Brian Castano, put a 2. Arturo Shotty say he got Jermell Charlo coming out with that thing. Beloved Fox said he got Charlo. TJ Sports Nation got Charlo. Frank De Niro said he got Brian Castano. What's good with it? Brown on boxing. Salute. The expert genius said he got Brian Castano. Chris Mitchell said he got Charlo. Earl Taylor Sr. said Earl been on that clown stuff. He says, but I'm still riding with him. Brown on boxing, he say 3. You can't pick. Kwame East off in the building. Salute. Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. Make sure that y'all go check out Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. My man Kwame East. Queen Sheena in the building. What's going on, Sheena? Who you got this weekend, Sheena? Demetrius West say 1 KO and 6. You got, hey, man. He say he got Jermell Charlo, KO, and Brian Castano in 6. Kwame E say he got Charlo. Sheena got Charlo. We got a lot of Charlos in the building. Look like most of the people rolling with Charlo this weekend. I'm gonna go against the grain, and I'm gonna say that Brian Castano pull off the upset just because I'm gonna just go against the grain and say that. I don't know, man. It's a really, truthfully, I'm saying that because Brian Castano, he's the underdog, and I like to bet on fights like this, and I think this is a good fight to bet on. I think this is a 50-50 fight. So I'll play my hand with Brian Castano, but it's a 50-50 fight. It's hard for me to pick a winner, but if I had to, if it was the odds was even and I had to, I probably would go with Jermell Charlo because he's proven more. But Brian Castano, he's done a lot that y'all don't know about. Brian Castano, a lot of y'all don't know. He fought Sergey Derevyanchenko in the World Boxing Super Series. Y'all got to go watch that fight. So Brian Castano, he's seasoned, you know. A lot of people like to bring up, you know, him and Errol Spence fought in the amateurs, and he won up on Errol Spence. I believe that Brian Castano beat Lara when they fought. To me, he beat Lara. You know, the fight ended in a draw, but he beat Lara. So don't sleep on Brian Castano. I'm telling you, the dude can fight, and he bring a lot of pressure. If he could take Jermell Charlo power, which I think he can, it's gonna be a long night for Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo gonna have to convert back to the old Jermell Charlo and just, you know, strictly box. You know, it's gonna be a long night for Jermell Charlo. I'm telling y'all, I don't see this fight ending in a KO. I really don't, because I know Jermell Charlo a hog, and I know he ain't going out like that. And I don't see Brian Castano going out like that. I really don't. You know, I really, really don't. Frank De Niro, yeah. I mean, I had Castano beating Lara. Like I said, I had him beating Lara. They called it a draw, but I had him winning that fight. You know, and it ain't too many fighters that you can say that beat Lara. Real talk. I had Lara beating Canelo, edging it out. Lara beat the dog shit out of my man Paul Williams. Beat Paul Williams clearly. Macadocious Mac of the South say Charlo will walk him down to a KO. I mean, we could put some bread on that if you like to. Mac of the South. We could put a little wager on that if you want to. Demetrius West say it only takes one punch. Yeah, but I'm telling y'all sleeping on him. I'm telling y'all sleeping on Brian Castano. Y'all might need to do some research on Brian Castano, because he's not going out like that. He really not. And a lot of y'all get too fed up in these KOs, right? See, this is what y'all do. And I fuck with Charlo, right? Like I said, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I don't see neither one of these guys getting knocked out. But see, I see a lot of people saying that he's going to KO Castano. And this is my thing, right? A lot of y'all get, you know, big on these KOs, but then you don't really realize who the fighter's KOing. If you go back and look at Jermell Charlo, you know, his big KOs that he got, right? He KO'd Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison, that's my guy. I fuck with Tony Harrison heavy, but Tony Harrison don't have a solid chin like that, right? Then before, you know what I'm saying, he started his KO streak off with who was it? My man John David or what's his name? Julian Jackson's son. What's his name? John Jackson. He started his KO streak off with John Jackson. We ain't seen John Jackson do nothing since then. And John Jackson, he has a weak chin just like his daddy, Julian Jackson, right? So bam. Then you got Charles Hatley. What has Charles Hatley done since he fought Jermell Charlo? Nothing. I don't even know if he had a fight since then, right? Great knockouts, but you got to look at who he's knocking out and what type of chin they have. Then you, like I said, you got my man Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison don't have no chin like that. He can fight his ass off, hell of a fighter, but his chin ain't there, right? Then you got Erickson Lubin. Everybody know that Erickson Lubin is probably, to me, in my opinion, he's probably the best all-around fighter at 154. But he might have the weakest chin at 154. So those two, they don't go together. You see what I'm saying? His chin and his skills just don't go together. So Erickson Lubin has a really weak chin. I I mean, you seen him get hurt in every time Erickson Lubin has got in there with another top level opponent, he's got hurt. You seen what happened with Charlo, right? You seen what happened with Terrell Goucher. Terrell Goucher had him drunk, had him pissy drunk in the ring, right? And I fuck with Lubin real heavy. Lubin, one of my favorite fighters, but I gotta keep it 100, right? Then you just seen what happened with Lubin. His last fight, he was hurt. Now he's able to recover fast because he's in tip-top condition. But see, back when Jermell Charlo fought him, he was still young and he wasn't able to recover fast because he wasn't training with Kevin Cunningham. He wasn't in shape like that, like he is now. And he said that, right? So Lubin got a suspect a weak chin. So with all of that being said, the guys that Jermell Charlo has been knocking out, they all have one thing in common. They all have weak chins. So you can't really say like, oh, I guarantee. Well, you can say that if you really think that he gonna go in there and knock out Castano. Well, hey, that's your opinion, but I don't see it going that way. I think y'all kind of overlooking Castano. Now, Mac of the South, you say you all in, put the wager in the chat live so everybody can see it, and we'll take it there. We could put a wager on that because I like that bet. I really like that bet. But let me get through some of y'all that I missed in the comments. One Ramos, what's happening with it? He say Lubin ain't been KO before or after. Yeah, but Lubin been damn near KO before. I mean, well, not before, but after. Because before he really hadn't fought nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? He just jumped in with the Sharks when he went in with Jermell Charlo. But all of what I'm saying, I'm not taking nothing away from what Jermell Charlo has done because the man got power. He learned how to sit down in the shots, and the power is real. Don't get me wrong. But all I'm saying is that you're not going to go in there and knock everybody out. We don't know. I mean, from what I've seen, Brian Castano has a solid chin. You see what I'm saying? So you're not going to be able to knock everybody out. Now, what's going to happen if Jermell Charlo can knock out Brian Castano? We know that Jermell Charlo can box, but one thing I've seen Jermell Charlo have a hard time with fighters that put a lot of pressure on him and throw a lot of punches. When Tony Harrison was putting that pressure on him and boxing him and throwing a lot of punches, Jermell Charlo was having problems. Go back to the John David Jackson fight. He was having problems because John David Jackson was outboxing him and putting pressure on him at the same time. So we just got to see, on Brian Castano, he gets hit a lot. You know, he don't have the best defense in the world. You feel me? I think that Jermell Charlo has a lot better defense than Brian Castano do. So that's might be a problem for Brian Castano. So that's why I say this is a real true 50-50 fight when you really sit it down, when you really break down this fight and look at the pros and cons of both fighters. Sheldon Holmes, what's happening with it? The boxing section, TBS, what's happening with it? Demetrius West, Catman 785, DW, what's good with y'all? Juan Ramos says Mel gotta let them hands go, then he good. But see, that's not really Mel's thing. Jermell Charlo, he not a high volume puncher. He kind of like more, he's accurate. One thing I can say about Jermell Charlo is much more accurate than his brother Jamal. If you watch Jamal Charlo is not that accurate with his punches. He overshoot a lot of his punches. That's one thing I do see between them two. What's good with it? Big money.
What's going down? What's going down, bro?
Oh, man, just talking about this fight this weekend real quick. You know what I was saying right now when you came in. One thing I noticed that Jermell Charlo, does a lot better than his brother, right? Neither one of them throw a whole bunch of punches, but Jermell Charlo is a lot more accurate with his shots than Jamal. I see Jamal, if you go back and look at Jamal fights, he overshoots a lot of his shots. Jermell is accurate,
Right.
pinpoint accurate.
Did you want to read obituary before I put it up? Okay, you can put it up, Mom. Okay.
You got a lot of feedback in the background. Okay. Yeah. So but yeah. So Jermell Charlo, what I'm saying is that's not his style. He don't throw a lot of punches, but he is accurate with his shit. And he got power. He got power. But see, both of these fighters got power. Both of these fighters, they both got power. And we just gotta see how it play out. Like I said, this is a great fight. This is a true 50-50 fight to me. It could play out different. You know, Brian Castano's lack of defense could be his downfall. Or Jermell Charlo, you know, him having problems with pressure fighters, that could be his downfall. John Kramer, what's happening with it? Arturo Shadi say Mel is way better than Jamal. And you know what? I think I gotta agree with you. I really do. I gotta agree with you on that, Arturo Shadi, because before, when they was coming up, I always thought that Jamal was way better than Jermell. And I still believe that he was at one point in time. You feel me? Jamal was a lot better than Jermell to me at one point in time. But ever since that Jermell got with Derrick James, Derrick James changed the game. He changed the game. He taught Jamal a lot of things that he wasn't doing before. He polished up Jermell. I'm sorry, I meant Jermell. Yeah, Derrick James, he did a lot for Jermell because Jermell wasn't the fighter that he is now before he got with Derrick James. And then you see, you know, he left Ronnie Shields. For whatever reason, he left Ronnie Shields. I think that was the best thing that Jermell could have done for his career. And now you see Jamal, right? He was the better fighter to me in the beginning. He stayed with Ronnie Shields, and Jamal, he doesn't look like he really progressing that much. You know what I'm saying? Jamal, he kind of looked like he didn't kind of hit a wall, right? It make you ask yourself, what if Jamal had a left with Jermell? What if Jamal had a went with Derrick James? Because we know that Jamal was the more powerful fighter. He was stronger. Look at his size. What if Jamal had a went with Jermell and worked with Derrick James, right? We seen Jamal, right? His knockout stopped. Once he moved up in weight, Jermell Charlo kind of like that vicious power that he had, it kind of stopped. Jamal, the size that he has, whether he's fighting at 154 or 160, dude is big. Jamal can easily be a light heavyweight. So should Jamal have devastating power, and could he have devastating power if he was with Derrick James? Because Jamal, like, you know, dudes is kind of, they taking his power now. You see what I'm saying? So it make me wonder. But, you know, he decided to stay with Ronnie Shields, and it is what it is. But I think that Derrick James would have been a lot better if he had went over there. And plus, the two brothers being together, right? Sparring each other. Iron sharpens iron, right? Being in camp with each other, pushing each other. They don't really get that too often no more. You dig what I'm saying? So one brother looked like he took off. The other one looked like he, you know, he kind of had a standstill. You know, I'm pretty sure he's improved on things, but you haven't seen the improvement in Jamal that you have in Jermell. And that's just my take on it. Let me see. Arturo Shadi say he liked Castano though, but I think he said he picking Jermell. Derek Williams say, man, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Real Live says Jamal needs to leave Ronnie Shields and he going to get beat. I think pretty much now, you know, I think Jamal is 31 years old, 32. There ain't really no reason for him to leave, running Shields now. I mean, if he had a left Shields and went with Derrick James when Jermell did, yeah, I think we would have seen a hell of a lot of difference. But now it's kind of like, you pretty much is what you're gonna be now. Derek Williams say Jermell is a better fighter right now, even though Jamal is undefeated. I think Benavidez will beat him. I'm sorry, I feel that way. I think that Benavidez, I don't know, man. The only reason I will pick Benavidez to beat Jamal Charlo, right? My main reason, because at first, and Money could tell you, at first I'm like, Benavidez can't fuck with Jamal Charlo. He get hit too much. And that was my stance. I was like, nah, he get hit too much. I've had arguments about that. I think I even argued with Coach on that. And what's good with it, Coach in the building? I think me and Coach had a little debate because I'm like, nah, Benavidez get hit too damn much. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never got hit with nobody with power like Jamal. But now, when a man shows me that he's not confident in himself, I can't go with you. So Jamal Charlo showing me that he's not confident in himself that he could beat Benavidez. Oh, yeah, I'm putting my money on Benavidez to beat him all day. And plus, once you start getting certain level of opponents in there in the ring with you, they started exposing certain things about you. And I saw things in Jamal Charlo, really, right? Because I have been overlooking it, because once you're a big fan of somebody, sometimes you might overlook certain things. I started seeing things that I didn't like in Jamal Charlo game in the Derevyanchenko fight. Even though he won the Derevyanchenko fight and looked good, I studied certain things and I seen that Derevyanchenko was landing, right, very easy on Jamal Charlo at will when he wanted to. When Jamal Charlo was he was too young for him. He had too much explosiveness. His jab was too much for Derevyanchenko. Derevyanchenko is not in his prime no more. He's been in a lot of wars, and you could tell. But I saw a lot of things I didn't like in Jamal Charlo in that fight. Also in the Brandon Adams fight. Brandon Adams was a lot smaller than Jamal Charlo, but you seen him put that pressure on Jamal Charlo, and I saw things I didn't like in him then. So this has been something that I've been seeing in Jamal Charlo, not just in his last fight. If you go watch his fights, you've been seeing it. It's just when you're a fan of fighters, you tend to turn your head on certain things, as we all do. I do it myself. And what's good with you, Money? You in there?
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, man. I can hear you. Yeah, man. We just to breaking down this, fight this weekend, man. I think it's gonna be a 50-50 fight. Few of the brothers say that they think that Jermell gonna knock out Castano, but in the midst, we got to talking about, I don't know how what I'm saying, we get off subject. We got to talking about the better fighter between the brothers and why Jermell is better than Jamal now and all of that. But cook on the fight this weekend if you want to, man.
Man, the fights this weekend, the undercard ain't too hot.
What is the undercard? I don't know nothing about them.
Man, they ain't too hot, bro. That's why I check them out. But for Jermell and so I want to talk about Jermell and Maul a little bit though. I do feel like I still think Maul is the better fighter, even though Mel is he's on his high horse and he's getting a better competition and he's showing up doing things like that. I still think Maul beat Jermell. You know what I'm saying? Like when we look at the brothers, I still think he got that strong style and more physical. You know what I'm saying? Even though we seen what happened in the last fight, I got my reasons about the last fight and things like that. But Jamal is still a bad, strong motherfucker, bro. And I still think he beat Benavidez, me myself. You know what I'm saying? He just got that jab, bro, that's just so fucking strong and short. I do feel like he took Montiel a little light, just me. And I felt like he shot his low early. Not saying he down the stretch. You know what I mean? He didn't get hit with some shit trying to get him out of there. I think he just shot his low early trying to knock his ass out. And I think he knocked him out his equilibrium a couple of times. But I think a couple of referees probably would have stopped the fight. But shouts out to the ref for letting it continue. But I just think Mel is riding his high horse with what he's doing with Derrick James and being more aggressive and things of that nature. And he's showing with his power showing up. because both of them just two strong ass fighters and things of that nature. But I still think Jamal Charlo is the better twin. That's just my opinion on that. But for as Jamel and Castano, bro, that's a hell of a fight, bro. That's a hell of a fight. Like I say, when you listen to Brian Castano and you listen to his energy, bro, and his demeanor going into the fight, when you talk about a championship fight or even an undisputed fight, you can just tell that it's gonna be one good ass fight, and he's coming to win, bro. He's not coming to lay down. He's carrying himself as a champion. He got all the pride in the world. You know, he got the background to show that he's a dog inside that square circle. So you know, it just makes that much more better for a fucking showdown, bro, and a high quality fight that you want to see when you talk about an undisputed fight like that. And you know, Mel Charlo, man, stay in shape. Well, what I like about Mel is that he respects Brian Castano. He's not going into this fight just, oh man, I'm finna knock him the fuck out. He never seen nothing like me and this, that, and third. He give him the respect that he deserves. Like you said, I'm going to know with another lion, another dog, and I couldn't ask for nothing better. So he's just stepping up and showing up, you know, in the big fights, and he's getting the job done. And it's putting him on a higher pedestal, and he deserves all the credit that he's getting. All the credit that he's getting. Like I say, he should be on everybody's pound for pound list. I don't give a damn what you think about his antics outside the ring or how he talking, none of that shit. And it's just gonna be one hell of a fight, bro. This shit just, like I say, when we talk about a high profile, undisputed fight, this is it. And I mean, this is one of them. I ain't gonna say this is it. This is one of them. When you talk about the best versus the best, bro. And like I said, I respect Brian Castano because he didn't run all around the world with the damn WBO strap or trying to say, oh, I want to do this or try to, you know, demand something that he wasn't worth it or nothing like that. You know what I mean? He went in, he got what he feel like he deserved. He want to prove that he's the best by fighting the best. He going straight for Jamel Charlo, ain't shying away from nothing, and he's speaking like a champion supposed to speak, bro. So to me, it's just one hell of a fight that I do got Mel winning. I do feel like Mel can knock him out late in the fight, or if he catch him early, if Brian Castano come in there underestimating Jamel Charlo, which I don't think he is, right? But if he do some shit, make a stupid move early, and you know, Mel catch him with an uppercut with one of them strong ass hooks, he gonna know who Jamel Charlo is. You feel me? But I do also believe that Jamel Charlo gonna know who Brian Castano is because he like his mentality, and when he speak like I'm going to done the work and I'm not going to let them work, he understand that. Like as long as I'm working, they not working. So he's going to try to come and bring the pressure and get it inside Mel's chest and try to negate some things that Jamel Charlo do. But I think he gonna find out about Jamel boxing skills, and he gonna find out about range and distance and what makes Jamel and Jamal special about them strong ass jabs that they have. Because Mel gonna have that jab popping. He go, you know, Derek James is the master of range and distance, and he gonna be firing that shit. So I'm gonna be interested to see how Brian Castano work his way in on the whole jab like Jamel Charlo, because my man's Patrick Teixeira, he did a good job, but his jab ain't nowhere near Jamel's jab. And I think Jamel jab is gonna control the fight, and I think that's what's gonna set up either the uppercut or the strong right that's gonna get him up out of there. So it's gonna be one hell of a fight. Brian Castano do have a great fucking shot in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving him all the good doing respect. But it's gonna be something that we all gonna enjoy, Key. It's gonna be one for the books. I'm gonna say that. It's gonna be one that we can go back and watch over and say, God damn, that was a hell of a fight, bro. So I'm looking forward to it, my brother.
They both fought the best. Nobody's beat Brian Castano yet, bro. I mean, we can say nobody's beat him yet. You know, he fought Sergey Derevyanchenko in the World Boxing Series, right? Beat Sergey Derevyanchenko, and we talking about a young Sergey Derevyanchenko. We're not talking about an old Sergey Derevyanchenko. He ain't that old, but how old is Sergey Derevyanchenko? About like what, 35?
About, let me see. I'll check this. Probably though, like around probably 36.
Okay, so Brian Castano, he's been around for some time. You feel me? He was he fought Sergey Derevyanchenko. I believe they fought in 2013, somewhere like 2013. He beat Sergey Derevyanchenko.
Did they add that to his record?
No, they did, because it was in the World Boxing Series.
Right.
So you know,
he's 35. Can you right? He's 35, y'all.
35, yes. So you know, the guys that fought in the World Boxing Series, they had some of the best fights over there that we ain't heard about, but they didn't put them on their record. You dig what I'm saying? So he's fought some of the best dudes in the amateurs and in the pros, and he has not been beat. And none of them dudes beat him. You know, none of those dudes beat him. Lara, They gave it a draw, but I thought that he beat Lars. Honestly, who do you think beat him and Lars? Huh? Money. You on mute?
Oh, I'm talking to my mom. Key, go ahead, bro. My bad. I had to mute.
Okay, I said, who you thought? Oh, never mind.
Oh no, I thought I was gonna say that his demeanor, bro. When he say he beat Earl Spence in the amateurs, the way he say he beat Earl Spence and how he carried himself, I say, man, that boy got a whole lot of confidence in himself, bro. He got a whole lot of confidence.
Right. Louis G says it's a tough fight. Yeah, it's a tough fight. I'm saying I think a lot of people sleeping on Brian Castano just because, you know, we don't hear his name all the time and we not too familiar with him fighting. Because one thing about Brian Castano, I've been telling y'all, is he's always been very inactive. I mean, let me see how many fights he got. He only got 17 fights. He got 17 fights with 12 KOs, right? One draw. Now, he's been very inactive. That's a long time because he turned pro in 2012, right? He turned pro in 2012. So, he got, I think, to tell you the truth, he probably got pro fights before then because he fought in the World Boxing Series. So, I mean, he's been around for a minute, but he just take long periods of layoffs. You know what I'm saying? He'll take 2 years, 2-year layoff, and then come back and fight. A year layoff, and then come back and fight. Year and a half, come back and fight. Another 2 years. So now we really getting to see him active. We haven't seen him active like this in years. So it's going to be a tough fight. I just can't wait. I can't wait. You know, it's going to be a hell of a fight this weekend. I don't know who's going to be on the undercard. I don't know nothing about the undercard. You know, Money, he might know who on the undercard, but I haven't heard nothing about the undercard. So, you know, I'm taking it ain't that the undercard ain't really talking about nothing. Coach say that Derek James' game plan is better than Ronnie Shields. I mean, in results show that. The results show that. Derek Williams said Jamel, when he beats Castano, will unify the title. He said Jamel is going to beat him because Castano takes too many punches, but he's not in his class. Jamel has too many tools for him. He's just better. Well, we'll see, man. We're going to find out. Like I said, we're going to see what's good with it. Batman off in the building. What's happening with it? But, yeah, we're going to see. Don't sleep on this fight. Don't be surprised if Brian Castano pulled this fight off. I'm telling y'all. Louis G said, who hit Jamel with big shots? Anyone? I wouldn't say big shots, but I remember John Jackson beating the dog, man. John Jackson was boxing the shit out of him. Boxing his head off. If you go back and watch the John Jackson fight with Jermell Charlo, it's just like, to me, it's just like the fight with Amir Khan and Danny Garcia. How Amir Khan was boxing the shit out of Danny Garcia, making him look like an amateur. John Jackson was doing the same thing with Jermell Charlo. But see, at that point in time, I think that was the first fight that Jermell Charlo had got with Derek James, and he was still kind of adjusting to the new style that Derek James was implementing. Yeah, it was good with you, Demetrius West. Y'all hit my like button. You know what I'm saying? Smash on the like button.
I'm back in, Key.
Like Batman say, that's it. That's all. Smash on the like button. That's it.
What's going down, big bro? Bet what's going down? Money, all I'm saying, Money, is how the fuck you gonna go for him, man? And he ain't fought nobody. That's all I'm saying. These niggas bitches, Money. All these niggas bitches. I don't know. I'm done with this shit, man. All I'm saying, man, if the man really want to fight, man, the man would have signed the contract and sent it over. We seen it. That's my brother.
Hey, oh, you see, oh, damn idiot, man.
That's it. That's all, Slim. That's all I'm saying, Slim. If you really want to fight, Slim.
Oh shit. Oh, DP Rocker, what's happening with it? Salute. You crazy as hell. Boston off in the building. What's good with you? He said Harrison gave him trouble too. Yeah. And we forgetting about Harrison because he ended up getting that KO. But Harrison, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, if he could have took that power, but Harrison is known for fading in the later rounds and his chin get weak. But if Harrison could have took that power, we might not be talking about Jermell Charlo right now. Real talk. We might be talking about Jermell Charlo, right? Fighting Erickson Lubin or something to try to climb his way back up to that position. But, it's a lot of ifs, ands, buts, and mights. But Jermell Charlo, that power real. Louis G says if Castano can take Jermell's shot, he will test Jermell. He will take he said he will take one to get one. I see TKO in 10 to 11 rounds based on style. I don't know, man. I don't really see no KO in this fight. You see a KO in this fight, Money?
A possibility, bro. It's a possibility depending on like I say, the style that Brian Castano come with. Power is power, bro. We can't get away from that shit. But we'll see if Brian Castano can take the power. If he can take the power, this shit gonna be tough for Mel. I'm telling you, it's gonna be tough. But I ain't gonna lie, Mel's smart as fuck, and he can box. People forget about his boxing skills. But like I said, if I do see a knockout, I see it coming from Jermell Charlo. You know what I mean? But I could see a knockout. Right. I actually got a knockout around the 9th or the 10th. Me myself.
Right. Okay. Yeah. See, I don't have a knockout, but if I were to pick somebody to get a knockout in this fight, yeah, I'll pick Jermell because Jermell a dog, and he not like I don't see Jermell getting KO'd by none of these dudes. You feel me? I don't see him get stopped by none of these dudes. He got a chin like that. But man, anything else? But so yeah, we gonna cook on this fight some more. We still got the rest of the week left. Anything else you want to say about this fight before we move on to the next?
No, it's just gonna be one hell of a fight, man. And it take our mind off to what's supposed to happen week before nothing. But it's just gonna be one hell of a fight, bro. I think both of these dudes ready, both on dogs. Like I say, man, Brian Castano, I give respect where respect is due. That's a bad motherfucker, bro. And like I say, it's the mean the way he carry himself. I like every bit of it. And it just make for one hell of a fight. And I think it's gonna be a fan friendly fight, and we're gonna enjoy it.
Right. Now, I was finna cook on the fight that was announced today. Made official. We kind of been knowing about it behind the scenes for a minute, but the fight that was made official today, Virgil Ortiz and even Kavalasov, the Green Machine, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna cook on that. I'm gonna say that for tomorrow because I want to say that for tomorrow because these next subjects that we gonna cook on, we probably gonna be on this topic, and I know me and Money probably gonna get into it about the next topic. So I gotta save some time. Now, Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant, right? We've been cooking on this. You heard Money cook on it. You heard me cook on it. You heard me and him cook on it. Now, Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant. I was afraid that we was going to come to this roadblock with the fight. I knew in the back of my head that it was going to be a problem making Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant, right? Now, on Money Brown TV, on his show, me and him, we had a little debate because, he was kind of on Caleb Plant helmet saying that, when Canelo offer you something, you got to take it. And he had a point, right? But my thing is I was trying to explain to Money that this ain't really about Caleb Plant. This is about the PBC and Al Heyman, right? See, these fighters, they tell you, oh, we free agents, we can do what we want to do. The fighters on PBC. But they really can't. They really can't. You see what I'm saying? They really can't. That's just like you asking your mama, right, when you was some, you know what I'm saying? It's like you asking your mama something that you know you ain't supposed to be doing, right? And she tell you, yeah, you can do it. Go ahead, do it if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, do it if you want to. That's the type of position that they in with Al Heyman. Yeah, they can, but it's like one of them. Yeah, go ahead and go over there and fuck with Dazn if you want to. Yeah, you can go. Go ahead, leave. And you know what type of tone and what that is. When they tell you, yeah, go ahead, you can do it if you want to. Yeah, you can do it, right? But it's gonna be some repercussions. So yeah, I'm not, your hands ain't tied. You're free to do what you want. But at the end of the day, when you come back through these doors, it's gonna be some repercussions. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Some like you probably had a girl tell you before, oh yeah, you can go ahead and go out, go ahead. But then you know you're gonna have to deal with some bullshit when you come back. Right? So that's the same situation that I was trying to explain to people that Caleb Plant and all of these top PBC fighters are in. Right? They telling you, yeah, we can do what we want. We know they fuck you ain't. Yeah, you can, but it's gonna be some repercussions. So now you hear news come out that they kind of at a standstill with making the Caleb Plant and Canelo fight, because now you're hearing, right? Like I was saying before, I said this is Al Heyman behind this. Caleb Plant, he a dog. You offer him $7 million to fight Canelo, of course he gonna want to do it. But right, it's a standstill now because now you hearing reports. I'm not gonna say that the reports are all the way true because I really don't believe nothing that Eddie Hearn say. But reports are coming out and they saying these reports are coming from Eddie Hearn, right? That PBC want to have the fight over on PBC. Of course they are, right? Of course PBC, they want Canelo Alvarez. They already had to try to get Canelo Alvarez on PBC, right, before. And he turned it down and went to Dazn. Now, what Eddie Hearn is saying the problem is that PBC are trying to get Canelo Alvarez to sign Caleb Plant fight, to have it over there, and then to sign 2 more fights, right? It could be David Benavidez, it could be Jamal Charlo. Now, don't sound bad, right? Now, this is where me and Money Brown, we gonna have some conflicts. So y'all go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, buckle your seatbelts, right? So what I'm saying right there before I even get in on the other, you know, part of this, what I'm saying is that I knew it was going to be a conflict because PBC are a company that want the best fights and the best fighters on their network, just like Dazn do, right? So now they jockeying for the same fighter. They jockeying for the big fights. PBC, they don't want to see Dazn make a big ass fight with one of their fighters. Dazn, they don't want to let Canelo go. They've been doing good business with Canelo. They don't want to let him go and lose him to PBC. So they both jockeying for position. You know, and at the end of the day, Canelo is the man that's in charge that has to make that decision, right? Do I want to go over here and get these big fights with PBC and fight these dudes and then continue to go about my business? Or do I want to stay doing business with Dazn and Eddie Hearn and, you know, go a different route? So it's Canelo's decision at the end of the day. It's not Caleb Plant's decision, because Caleb Plant, it's like, yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead and go over there. But when you bring your ass back, or when you try to come back, it's going to be some repercussions. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? None of these dudes is free agents unless their name is Mikey Garcia and a few other dudes. But these dudes ain't free agents like that. They not being able to. They telling you that, but it's repercussions behind what they do if they do move how they want to move or do whatever the fuck they want to do. You under a banner. The banner's name is PBC, and it looked like Canelo. He's choosing to be under a banner also because he's telling you he a free agent, but he chooses to work with Dazn. So, but I'm gonna let money cook, and then we gonna get into it more.
Well, I look at it like this. Even if it is
no,
what you're saying,
no, CC, no, you can't. No, I'm fucking with you.
Even if you say it is what you're saying it is, Caleb Plant is in control of his own destiny. You work your ass off to get to a certain position and the pinnacle of the sport. I don't give a fuck what Al is talking about. Look, we're trying to get Canelo over here for this 3-fight deal, this, da. Because guess what? If he whooped my ass, that 3-fight deal has nothing to do with me no more. You feel me? It has nothing to do with me no more. So you doing what's best for the PBC, and I understand that. And this is the home team and shit like that. But right now, I am in a position to feed me and my family for a while, bro. This is my biggest payday. Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight that I've been looking for. So it ain't about me leaving and coming back and you got repercussions. Hey, I'm a grown-ass man. Whatever them repercussions gonna be, they gonna be. You know what I mean? Your job is to get the biggest and the best fights for me. That's your job. That's why I deal with you. That's why you deal with me. You give us the freedom to fight whom we choose, and they do have freedom. So if my biggest fight pops up and it's Canelo Alvarez, right? We all know whomever fight Canelo, you going where the fuck Canelo tell you to go, period. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Unless your fucking name is Floyd Money Mayweather, right? At this point, you want to fight Canelo where Canelo want to fight. So at the end of the day, bro, if you can't pull a trigger and get him over to PBC for him to sign a deal that you're trying to make him sign, then I'm not going to miss out on my opportunity. You're going to have to do what I want. My say-so is my say-so. You feel me? I'm the man here. I'm the fucking product. You still work for me at the end of the day. So now I want this Canelo fight, and I'm going to make it happen by any means necessary. So if that means I got to take my motherfucking ass over to Dazn, I'm taking my ass to Dazn. You feel me? This is the biggest opportunity that I'm going to get in my career at this point. You can make me and Charlo happen. You can make me and Benavidez happen. You're not going to give me that Canelo paycheck. I'm not going to get that paycheck fighting both of them. Like, I can fight both of them dudes together, and it's not going to give me the Canelo paycheck. I'm giving down what nobody say. You feel me? So at the end of the day, this is my biggest opportunity of my career. When I work my ass off forward, I said in the interview, if I had it in my world, I have 2 belts, he'll have 2 belts, and I'll fight Canelo Alvarez for undisputed. Now, the only thing that's different is you don't have 2 scraps. Canelo have 3 scraps. But by you saying you'll fight Canelo for undisputed, you get your opportunity, bro. You getting your opportunity. And you about to let that pass you up, not knowing if it's going to come back to you. You feel me? And like I say, you're not going to make that Canelo payday fight David Benavidez and Charlo. So to me, you better take your own career in your own goddamn hand and say, Al, look, I love you. I appreciate everything you've done for me. You put me in position to get this position, but I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me. Whatever you feel afterwards, whatever that is, you just going to have to feel like that. But I'm not going to pass up on feeding me and my family for years to come. This boxing game, this shit only lasts for so long. Now, you can miss out on that Canelo opportunity if you want to. Talking about what Al said and Al did, and I respect Al to the fullest. That's my guy, bro. I fucks with him. But sometimes you're going to have to do some shit that's out of the norm, or that's probably don't be in the best interest of the company. But I'm not going to pass up on my opportunity, bro, that I worked my ass off for. That I told David Benavidez, you got to get your ass in line because I got bigger fish to fry, and it gets no bigger than Canelo for Caleb Plant, bro. It gets no bigger for him, especially for fucking undisputed. You understand what I'm saying? So my whole deal is, you got an opportunity right there in front of you. It's the biggest opportunity of your career. What are you going to do, Caleb Plant? I don't give a fuck what PBC talking about this person, because you're not barged to them like that. What are you going to do? You feel me? And that's how I'm looking at it. I want him to get his opportunity. He worked his ass off for this opportunity. To me, I think $7 million should be the just me. I think $7 million is a great fucking deal. If you can squeeze 8, get the 8. If you can get the 10, get the 10. But if you can get 7 or 8 million, bro, you better make that shit happen and don't be a fool ass fool. You feel me? But we gonna let Coach and Bet get in. What's going on, Coach and Bet?
Yeah, let me get this super chat.
Hey, what's up, Marty? What's up, Coach? What's up?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's good with y'all? Let me get this super chat in, and then I'm gonna rebuttal that real fast. It's gonna be real fast, and I'm gonna let y'all cook. T-Real 713 says, salute, man, salute to you. Salute. He said, how much is Eddie offering? We heard 6. I don't know. We really, none of us really know. You know what I'm saying? To tell you the truth, we hearing shit, but we really don't know. But salute to you, T-Rail. Always coming through showing love, man. Now, to what money you saying, right? I respect you, money, for always standing on your square, no matter what it is. You're gonna stand on your square. That's one thing you're gonna do, right? But all that tough shit, that don't mean shit. That I'm gonna go over here and do what I want to because this is my career. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. It don't matter what these fighters is telling you. They are under a banner. It's called Premier Boxing Championship, right? They under the PBC banner. He can't go over there and say, you know what? Fuck what you talking about. I'm gonna go over here and get a payday with Canelo. It don't work like that. Because if he did that, right? Now, you didn't did that. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do? Are you gonna stay over there with Dazn? You gonna hope and wish and pray that Eddie Hearn do business with you? It don't really work like that. And then you still got all of them PBC fighters over there, right? Even if he was like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'm going over here. I'm fighting Canelo, right? Okay, I beat Canelo, right? We just saying hypothetically, I beat Canelo. I'm still here with Dazn. Now you got a whole stable of PBC fighters that Al Heyman run. That he gonna be like, you know what? I don't know what he gonna do, but he ain't fighting none of my fighters. You see, so I mean, either way you sway, you can't just do it like that. Al Heyman, right? In the PBC, they have a structure that all of their fighters go by, and you can't bite the hand that feeds you, and you're not going to, because boxing is a dirty game. They'll blackball your ass out the sport. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So it just don't, that tough shit is cool, but in reality, it ain't gonna work like that. But I'm gonna let you cook, and then you go ahead, Batman and money.
Well, I just think that Al Heyman is trying to get if he do go fight on the zone, I think Al Heyman is going to be a conflict because of the revenue, because the zone is an app. That's one thing that hurts them. And they're gonna want back end money, Showtime or whatever. If it's Showtime, or I don't know if Caleb Plant fight on Fox, but it's gonna have to be a pay-per-view. That's what the problem is. It's not just Al Heyman saying, you know, they got loyalty to Al Heyman because Al Heyman is a boss, and Al Heyman is smart, and he's gonna try to maximize as much money that Caleb Plant can get because he take care of his fighters. Nobody on this panel can doubt that. That's one thing. And the problem is going to be the pay-per-view because it's an undisputed match and they want it on the zone, but that's a app. If you got the app, you can watch it. The problem is the money that they're going to make from the gate and from pay-per-view. That's the problem. If it's fought on pay-per-view, Canelo would make more money and Caleb Plant would make more money. So I think that's where the dispute is coming in. It's not that Caleb Plant don't have the freedom, which in a way he do and in a way he don't. Because if Al Heyman gonna get his cut, I'm sure he don't care. But you still have to deal with Showtime. That's another thing. Canelo Alvarez, after his last fight, his contract was up with the zone. So he never signed another contract with him. So it would be more beneficial for Canelo Alvarez to go over to and fight on Showtime on a pay-per-view event. I mean, I'm sure it'll be promoted by Canelo Alvarez Promotions and Eddie Hearn Promotions. But and they will have a coach just like they did with Pacquiao. And but it's about that back end revenue. It's not just about him going to the zone and making $6 million, $7 million, or $8 million. It's not about that. It's more business behind the scenes than just what we saying. And you know, Canelo Alvarez, it's supply and demand, just like I said before. You need that other belt to become undisputed for the first person to ever do it at 168. So they're gonna have to do something, or the fight's not gonna get made. And if you look at it, Caleb Plant, everybody try to maximize how much money they can get. And if it was a pay-per-view for undisputed, they would get more money. So that's probably what's causing all of everything to be halted the way it is, because the zone want it, but it's an app, and that's the difference. So I'm not saying they don't want to fight each other. Neither one of them. They probably both want to fight, but the money got to be right. It's still a business, and if Canelo is a free agent, we all know that. He fought his last fight under the zone contract. So why not go over there and maximize how much money you're gonna make? Why not? If you're gonna put it on pay-per-view, I'd rather fight on pay-per-view than an app. That makes more sense. That's it.
Oh man. I mean, Caleb money. You do like the guy that's with his team, right? You like the guy that's the team guy that listen to his team. So, man, he listening to his team. You can't get mad at Caleb for listening to his team. They got a plan for him. Stop, let me stop.
We got a plan for Caleb. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant is the best fighter in the world. We got a plan for Caleb.
Nah, it's just man.
Hey, but bet he ain't that big like that guy though, bro.
I mean, but he hold big cards. Canelo want to make history. Without Caleb Plant, he can't make history.
Go ahead, bro.
Man, without Caleb Plant, he can't make history. So, like Coach was saying, it's better to be on PBC because they're gonna maximize everything. They're gonna maximize.
I don't want to cut you off. I forgot to read this super chat. Salute to my man T-Rail back in that super chat again. He said Danny Jacobs did that and been searching for a good fight ever since then. He talking about how when Danny Jacobs left PBC, he said he been searching for a good fight ever since then. Well, he did get the Canelo fight, but ever since then, it's kind of, Danny Jacobs shit. And salute to my man, my brother, Blue Blood Sports TV off in the building. What's happening with it, Blue?
And I know Beck gonna go shots out the Blue, but Danny Jacobs got Canelo, Triple G, Derevchenko, and that probably finna get Joe Smith. So that statement not accurate, my friend. Go ahead.
Joe Smith is finna fight Arthur Bitterby. They finna fight for unification.
They was talking about Danny Jacobs and Joe Smith. Well, Danny Jacobs working on some big, so that statement's still not accurate.
But man, even with Caleb, man, I mean, I think PBC trying to get Canelo over there. Caleb Plant, somebody else in there, Earl Spence. That's what I think. I mean, I'm thinking that the biggest fight on PBC for Canelo Alvarez is Earl Spence. They trying to get him a 3-fight deal before they can have him for Earl. Hopefully he beat Caleb.
I don't want him to beat Caleb Plant.
Huh?
I don't want him to beat Caleb Plant. I want Caleb Plant to whoop his ass. But I really believe that the best fight at 168 is David Benavidez. But that's just my opinion. I think he'll beat everybody at 168. That's just me.
I mean, I think Caleb Plant will beat everybody, but
I think Caleb Plant, it to me, is between Caleb Plant and Canelo.
Nah, it's Caleb Plant and David Benavidez.
Canelo gonna beat
Canelo in there.
Canelo gonna beat Caleb Plant ass.
All right, I'm trying to tell you.
Well, we're going to find out if they make this fight. But
yeah,
I don't think so.
Hopefully they make the fight happen, man. They stop this bullshit and give us a good fight. I mean, I don't really care which side is on, because I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting paid.
Yeah, I look at it like this, bro. Canelo got enough money. Let that man make his money, bro.
Yeah,
Canelo got plenty of money. Let Caleb Plant make his money. And if Al gonna get him a good deal, and it's on PBC or pay-per-view, man, let that man get his money. Canelo got all the money. He got all the clout. He got all for avoiding all the black fighters. So if that's what they want to do, I want Caleb Plant to get all his money because Canelo done avoided everybody, and we know
I can't say that, Coach. We can't say that he done avoided all the black fighters.
Really?
Because he
okay.
got to go down his resume, Coach.
Okay, I'm gonna look at his resume. He beat Danny Jacobs.
Right.
And who else?
He fought Lara. He fought.
Yes, that was a close fight. He got denied. Okay, that was years ago.
You can't say that he avoided him. He
avoided both Charlos when he was at 154.
But that's it.
He avoided Boo Boo Andre, and he still avoided.
Wait, hold on. He avoided Boo Boo Andre, but he telling y'all, and he been telling y'all for a minute that he'll fight Charlo.
All right,
dude, saying it, but when he got called out at 154, at 160, he gave up his title. Dog, he gave up his title because Jamal was his man.
You know damn well, Coach, that Jamal Charlo cannot beat no Canelo Alvarez.
You know what? I'm not saying that. That's bullshit. Because Montiel, because of one fight, because Montiel stood up to the punishment. I'm not saying
you
that,
in the gym every day. You study fight. Go back and look at some of Jamal Charlo fights. Go back and look at the Derby and Chico fight. Go back and look at Brent.
Who act like Derevyanchenko is not a fucking
go back and look at Brandon Adams. Go back and look at Cobra. Jamal Charlo, he is not all that y'all think that he is.
Okay, I'm not gonna say. Okay, answer this question, dog. How come he done beat up all these Europeans to get in a position, but when David Benavidez was right there, he wasn't talking no unification ever. That motherfucker wasn't talking about no undisputed ever. Because you know damn well David Benavidez will fight. He'll fight Santa Claus if you put him in that motherfucker. He gonna fight everybody under the sun. He don't give a fuck. But guess what? Soon as that fucking belt became vacant, they fucking gave that shit to that motherfucker because he know damn well David Benavidez will whoop that motherfucking ass. Now he talking about fighting Arthur Beterbiev because Beterbiev is a fucking regular come fall fighter. You don't see him talking about fighting fucking Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol, the baddest motherfucker at 175 because he got skills.
Hey, Coach,
skills pay the bill.
Coach. He didn't say he'll fight Bivol and Beterbiev. He said
he said he'll fight Beterbiev. He never said he'll fight. He'll fight.
That, right? You saying that, but right? And don't get me wrong. I'm riding with Caleb Plant, but you saying that, right? But you not giving the same energy to all these other cats because these motherfuckers ain't fighting nobody. So you want Canelo to get in the fucking water, go underwater, and beat Godzilla underwater. But the rest of these motherfuckers they ain't got to do none of that. You want him to move up and down and wait and do all of that.
Wait a minute. We gonna talk about
what the fuck you want to do?
Hey, fucking Kirkland? That's who he fight? He fight fucking Kirkland.
Yeah, we talking about right now, Coach, we talking about right now. So if he go and fight these dudes, right? To me, him fighting Caleb Plant, that's a hell of a fight because Caleb Plant a hell of a fighter to me. I don't care what y'all think, Caleb Plant can go to me, right? Now, Beterbiev, everybody said he was scared of Beterbiev, right? Now that he calling him out, now it's like, oh, well, he just want to fight him because he's a stand in front of you fighter. I mean, come on, man.
Hold on. I'm not saying nothing about Beterbiev. If he fight Beterbiev, that's fine. But I know who's the best at 175. You ain't seeing fucking with Zerto, and you ain't seeing him fucking with Bivol. It ain't gonna happen. And look, when Zerto was at 168,
Bivol is not the best at one.
Who the fuck
Beterbiev will beat Bivol to me.
The weakest fucking link. That's what he do. Every fucking time he fight the weakest link. You saw he go fuck with Joe Smith.
Hey, Coach. But so this is my thing, right? And this is what I said that me and Money was gonna get to arguing about because, right now, my thing is now he said he a free agent, right? That's what you said. You said that now, and I'm saying what Canelo said. So I'm neutral with this shit. So I'm gonna keep it real both ways, right? I fuck with Canelo. I fuck with the rest of these dudes, right? But now my thing, right? Canelo says that he's a free agent, right? He's in charge. Caleb Plant ain't in charge of shit. Straight up and down. The one who's in charge with all of these fighters, right? With everything on the line, the only fighter that can really move how he want to move because he said out of his own mouth, now I am a free agent. Now, all these fights, Jamal Charlo, Bitter Beef, Bivol, Caleb Plant, all these dudes, right? Even Benavidez, all these dudes. He said, it shouldn't be a problem with me making these fights. I can make these fights now, right? I'm a free agent, right? Now, if you're a free agent, and now it looks like that you only strictly doing business with Dazn, you pretty much locking yourself down again. So what is it? So now, if these fights don't get made, you're the one that's in charge, Canelo, right? You can move how you want to move. So if you sitting there talking about, well, if these dudes don't fight me on Dazn, no, that ain't what you said. You said you was a free agent. So that shit I'm not feeling, because if you're a free agent, you should be able to do what Mikey Garcia was doing. I'll fight on Dazn right here. Okay, it's a big fight over here on PBC. I'll move to fight on PBC. Oh, it's a big fight right here on Top Rank. I'm gonna move to top. So you should be able to do that. So you can't say that you're a free agent, that you can make all these fights and then pretty much tie yourself down to one, you know what I'm saying, to one promoter. So we just gotta see what happens. We gotta see how he moves. See at the end of the day. So I'm not gonna jump on a man's neck and say, oh, he's scared of this and he ain't gonna do this, and he ain't gonna do this. We gotta sit back. We gotta see how it plays out. Now, if it plays out to where we, you know what I'm saying, at the start of next year, right? He didn't have 1 or 2 fights and he ain't fought none of these dudes that we talking about, and we didn't see him in the ring with a fucking goddamn Golovkin or somebody. Now I have a problem with it. Now Keon, I'm getting on your ass.
Keon,
what's up?
How long do we have to give him, bro? He been doing this shit. Hold on, but he been doing this shit since he was at 154. Since he been at 154, he been avoiding the Andres, the Charlos. He been avoiding the best fights, bro. Since 150, then at 160.
All them dudes that you name, his resume is 10 times better than all of them dudes. So we're not gonna keep bringing all of that shit up. Let's talk about right now.
Let me say this, bet. This is the thing, bro. With Canelo Alvarez, bro, you're not going to pressure him into doing nothing. I made a video to where I said Canelo can have a great fucking run if he go to PBC and rock out with Al Heyman. I get what people saying with him and Al Heyman and the pay-per-view and the back end money and all that shit. But the thing is, you're not going to tell Canelo, okay, well, the only how you're going to get Caleb Plant if you come over here and you sign this 3-fight deal, and then if you beat him, you got to fight X, Y, and Z. No, it's not going to be like that, bro. It's going to be, I'm Canelo Alvarez, right? You respect me coming through the door for being a motherfucking moneymaker. So if you want me to come to PBC, you don't try to lock me in by saying, oh, well, we want to get you this scrap and you can be undisputed, but only how you go do that is if you do this, that. No, because at the end of the day, if we all know this, it doesn't matter if you go to PBC or go back to Dazn. Canelo is going to make his money. And coach, when you said, well, Canelo has made all the money in the world, let Caleb make his money. Well, he trying to let Caleb make his money. But when he offer him the bread and y'all say y'all feel like you want to fight, y'all trying to put the stipulation on that PBC trying to put on him. To where the man don't have to go for them stipulations, bro. Why can't it just be, okay, you want to fight me, Caleb, right? These are my terms. Yes, he is a free agent and he could go over there and fight on PBC. But okay, but Caleb, you still got the opportunity as well. If y'all saying Caleb gonna do X, Y, and Z and he got the shot to beat Canelo, well, then go take the shot and see where you end up at. But you're not going to pressure Canelo into doing shit. You're not going to say, oh, well, then you're not going to be undisputed. Then guess what? Canelo's still off with or without undisputed. Yes, it's a hell of an accomplishment. It's an accolade being undisputed, yes. But shit, holding 3 straps is just as good for Canelo. And Canelo don't even have to have a fucking title for him to make the money that he going to make. But at the end of the day, bro, we all know if Caleb Plant want to make that breadgy with Canelo, and if you got to take your ass to the zone, then you better do what you got to do to make that money. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from making my biggest payday. And Key, you said, oh, it ain't about being tough it ain't about being tough for this, that, and the third, bro. It's about the opportunity that presents itself at a certain time. How old is Caleb Plant? You feel me? And when are you going to get this opportunity again? And Al, are you guaranteeing me that I'm going to make this type of money in the future with so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so? I can go lose to the motherfucker tomorrow for 1.2 and you going to feel some type of way. So all I'm saying is, bro, at the end of the day, yes, he hold 8 cards. He don't hold cards You hold a core, you got the WBO. So it's up to you what you want to do with your career, and if you want to take the opportunity that's right there in front of you, or if you want to let motherfucking Better Be or somebody else take your paycheck. So that's how I look at it, bro.
Man, I
You
just
know,
want
my
to know
bad,
this.
man. I missed my man.
I wanna
Scotty
know
White
this.
was in the building. I forgot. But man, how you feeling, Scotty? Salute to Scotty, man. Salute to
Scotty,
World
what's up,
Combat
Scotty?
Sports off in the building, man. I hope you feeling better. And make sure that y'all go support and subscribe to World Combat Sports. Make sure that y'all go support and subscribe to World Combat Sports. And my man, Big Money, Texas, Toledo off in the building. What it do?
I just want to know this. I want to know what type of disease Boo Boo Andre got, man. It's like he got a disease or something, man. Ain't nobody trying to get nowhere near this guy.
Hey, I'm gonna make a video on him, man. I swear to God, I'm still gonna do it too because that motherfucker wants all. I don't care what nobody say. People can call him doo doo. Y'all can call him this, that, and the third. But when you talking about a motherfucker that was making an effort and that's always been making an effort to make the big fights, Demetrius Andre deserves his respect, regardless of what anybody wants. Whether you feel like he gonna get his ass whooped, lose this, that, or whatever, bro. That man been popping up to press conferences, been calling motherfuckers out, been wearing t-shirts, been doing everything he got to do. You know what I'm saying? To turn one of them white only pies into a nigga pie, and they still ain't fucking with him.
Hey, just like this, money. He sat there, and now the Dazn just asked Gennady Golovkin to make the fight. He don't want to make the fight to unify. So
Right,
it's all about they don't want to get in there with people that got fucking skills, that's undefeated, that got skills. We get fucking Yildirim. That's what the fuck we get. You see. And y'all can't tell me all this bullshit about Canelo fight the best. Well, that's bullshit. He don't fight the fucking best. And anybody, I could go down the list. He don't fight the best. And that's the bottom line. And I don't care if he fight Caleb Plant or not. Because I know one thing. They got somebody that's going to be knocking on your door that's your mandatory, Jack. And that's that big, tall, Lincoln motherfucking Mexican that's going to whoop that ass. He going to whoop that ass. I promise you. And I got anybody who want to make the bet, I got them.
Oh, we gonna make the bet. Coach.
Say the word,
Coach. I want you to fly me in, Coach. I want you to fly me in. I want you to house me. You hear me, Coach?
Absolutely.
And we gonna put that money on the roof.
That motherfucker together, because I promise you one thing, Jack. David Benavidez is gonna whoop that ass, Jack. I got David Benavidez. I don't care what the line is. I don't care what y'all want to bet. I got David Benavidez. That's all I got to say.
He gonna beat the shit out of Benavidez.
You are so mine, boy. David Benavidez is a bad motherfucker, boy.
I fuck with Benavidez. I fuck
with Benavidez. Like Benavidez to me, like that dude is.
Another one that went on
and I fuck with his mindset. Like Benavidez, I fuck with Benavidez like I do Wilder, like I do Errol Spence, like I do Gary Russell Jr. Like his mindset, because like I do Devin Haney, like I do Devin Haney. Them fighters that I named, they mindset on a different level because they want to get in with the best. It ain't no excuses. It ain't well. And so I fuck with David Benavidez, but what I see from him, he's not ready for Canelo because he has no defense.
Man, y'all tripping, boy. That big 6'1", 6'2" motherfucker gonna beat the shit out of that motherfucker. His hand is fast, and he got crack, and he got that good upper body movement. That motherfucker got a hell of a jab. You ain't walking through that fucking jab. That's up there. He ain't backing up. That's gonna be the problem. He gonna back Canelo up.
Once Benavidez still in the body shot.
I just hope if they can't make that Caleb Plant fight, I hope they make that motherfucker. And I'm gonna take all y'all.
Your audio, Coach, your audio messing up. It sound like your audio.
Hold on, I'm gonna get out and get back in.
Okay. Coach riding with Benavidez, man, till the wheels fall off. But hey, then when he get in there with Canelo, them wheels gonna fall off. He not fucking with Canelo.
Man, I got Boo Boo fucking him up though.
You got Boo Boo beating Canelo? You tripping, man. We know they ain't gonna make that fight because Canelo came flat out and said, "Look, I'm not fighting him. Fuck him."
You know why? But you know why he ain't fighting him? Because he a slick, 6 foot long boxer.
There it is.
Come on, man.
There it is. Hey, not to get off a subject though, But did y'all see that boy gonna get problems in 135? Did y'all see that boy as a Peter?
No, not Cepeda. It was somebody. Was it Cepeda?
Yeah,
it is Cepeda, coach. Boy,
motherfucker don't stop, boy.
That's
Woo,
a dog,
Lord.
boy.
I didn't get to see it. I saw the main event, but I didn't get to see that fight.
That motherfucker look like a baby rooster, boy. That motherfucker don't stop throwing fucking hands, Jack. That motherfucker.
I gotta go back and see it.
He is a problem at 135.
Yeah.
I promise.
He a dog. He a dog. I say the same thing, coach. He a motherfucking dog. I say, damn, that Mexican finna be a problem, boy. The way he was coming, I say, man, he was slugging the shot on boy ass too.
You gotta be able to box that motherfucker, because if not, he gonna outwork your ass. That motherfucker I don't know what kind of lungs they put in him, some steel lungs or what.
He got them David Benavidez lungs.
Oh yeah. He worse than that. That motherfucker, bro. I don't see how he maintained, bro, all the way through the fight like that, bro. And he punch hard too. That motherfucker can fight, bro.
Yeah, I gotta see that. I gotta see him. I missed that fight. But I did get to see the main event though. But man, I'm telling you, we coach, we just gotta see what Canelo does from here on out, because you said money. He said he was a free agent, right? And I feel what you were saying, Money, right? I agree. PBC, right? Don't try to lock the man in no motherfucking 3-fight contract. Let him come over there. If you want him to come over there, say, look, this is what we got. You can sign a 1-fight deal, and you can go on about your business. If you want to keep working with us, you can. But don't try to make the man, oh well, you got to sign, because see, that's what these promoters be doing. They be trying to make these high-profile fighters, oh well, if you want to do this, you got to sign a 3-4 fight contract. Nah, it shouldn't be like that. But so I do feel you on that. But at the same time, Canelo said that he was a free agent, right? He said that it wouldn't be no problem with him making all these fights. So if you able to make the fight, and you do have to, do it on Dazn pay-per-view. I mean, not on PBC pay-per-view. Well, you want the fight, you want the belt, do it on PBC pay-per-view if they offering you that, right? Without a multi-fight contract, if they're going to offer you that, right? Because it don't matter to you. You getting paid anyway. You don't have no fucking, you don't have no loyalty to Eddie Hearn. You just start working with him. But Kurt Anderson, in the building, the boxing historian. What's happening with you, Kurt? Salute.
But like you were saying though, kid, man, pay-per-view. Why don't you go over there and get that pay-per-view money? You the last. Canelo is the last, the one to do a real boxer that fought another real boxer do $1 million on pay-per-view.
Right.
With Gennady Golovkin.
Yep.
So with the right dance partner, you'll do $1 million. Come on, man.
Right. So exactly. So you gonna get Canelo, you saying you're a free agent, right? If they not try to lock you into a 3-fight, because I feel him and I feel what Money's saying. Nah, I'm free. Don't try to lock me into no motherfucking contract and saying I gotta stay over here for 3 fights if I want to get this Caleb. Nah, that ain't how I move. I'm moving how I want to move, right? So I'm gonna continue to move how I want to move. So I want this Caleb Plant fight. I'll come over here and fuck with y'all. We can do it. Since y'all got Caleb Plant, since he is one of your fighters, I'll come over and fuck with y'all for this fight, right? Then if I want to go work with Eddie Hearn, the next fight, if he got a fighter I want to fight, I can move around like that. So that's what he said he'll be able to do. Now, if he locking himself into Dazn, because we don't know if he re-signed back to Dazn, because he might have, because in the press conference, if you listen to him, he says, I look forward to continuing to, work with Eddie Hearn for a long time to come. So we don't know if he didn't lock himself in to something with Eddie Hearn, right? In Dazn. We don't know.
That wouldn't be too smart.
But it wouldn't, but like you said, you see Terrence Crawford, right? We look at it as not smart, but some of these fighters, they like, shit, fuck it. I'm getting paid And you know, it is what it is. I'm still gonna fight everybody I can beat over here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he's done behind the scenes, but if he has locked himself in a contract, why would you do that out of getting yourself out of a contract?
And not
So
only
that's
that, you locking yourself out of pay-per-views. That's
Well,
the problem.
Eddie came out and said that he ain't locked no contract. He said either the fight can happen over here or PBC. I just think it's that deal. They trying to get that 3-fight deal, and Canelo like, nah, man, I'm gonna be free to go to the zone to her. He just want to be free to go where he want to go, not just go lock me into one.
Hey, Mike, 1 second. I'm about to blow out, brothers. I was appreciate you having me on, bro. As always, bro. I love talking with you guys, man.
No doubt.
All right,
later, brother.
you, coach.
All right, coach.
All right, coach.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? To me, like I said, man, Canelo is a hell of a fighter, but people want to see him move like he said he was gonna move. People want to see him, you know, be a real free agent and be able to move. We really only seen Mikey Garcia, right? When these niggas talk about this free agent shit, right? These fighters talk about free agent, right? Really, Mikey Garcia is the only one that we could really look at and say, yeah, he was a real free agent because he moved how he want to move. You might see him fight on Dazn. Next fight, you might see him fight on PBC. He'll fight anywhere but Top Rank. He let you know straight up, I'm not doing no business with old Bob. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Bob held up his career for 2 years.
Yeah. So what is free agent? These dudes is talking about free agents, but ain't really none of them really moving like free agents, but Mikey Garcia. So that's what I want to see. So everybody want to jump on Canelo head right off the bat. Oh well, he when he was at 154, we gotta stop talking about this shit. We gotta move on past that shit and see what he does now and in the future, right? So I want to see who he fights this very next fight, and after that.
Well, yeah. I ain't gonna say stuck in the past and we move on. Like I say, when you go from 154 and look at what Canelo did and look at what they did, I mean, you can't really say shit. But all I say is Andre trying to fight all their ass as well. And y'all get on Canelo ass when not fighting Andrade and not fighting Charlo. Get on Charlo ass when not fighting Andrade as well. Like keep the same energy. And I concur. Like Canelo ass should have fought motherfucking Andrade and Charlo. I ain't never gonna say shouldn't have, because those are hell of a fights and shit. But right now where we at, we know who we trying to fight and where you go try to fight it. And now we know Andrade's still trying to fight Canelo and Charlo ass. You feel me? So shit, we gotta keep the same energy.
I just know they acting like Boo Boo Andre got AIDS or something, man. That's what I
hear. They act like he got the head.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Boo Boo get on the people's skin, man.
He do, man, because he get under my skin, and I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even no professional fighter. He get under my damn skin.
It's me again. Hey, what's up? It's your boy again, guys. It's me again.
If this boxing, a dude get over your skin, you got the opportunity to knock this fucking ass out.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. I agree with you 150%.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, let's move on, man, because I want to talk about this Wilder and Fury situation, because I ain't get to cook on this shit, right? Now, this whole situation, right, this Wilder and Fury situation, right, Wilder came back. He showed that he's more than ready. He 150% ready, right? And he exposed the bitch in Tyson Fury. He exposed the bitch in Tyson Fury, and he exposed all of his fans as being fucking frauds, right? They don't stand for shit. They don't stand for shit, right? Tyson Fury, right? You know for a fact, you damn near know for a fact that he lied about COVID. You see him switch up their story, right? First, the whole camp broke out with COVID, right? The whole camp. They said the whole camp broke out with COVID-19. And one thing that they didn't say at first, right? They didn't say Tyson Fury had COVID-19. They said Tyson Fury camp broke out with COVID-19. Now listen to what I'm saying, right? Now, why didn't they come out and say that Tyson Fury had COVID-19? Why couldn't they just come out and say, well, Tyson Fury got COVID-19? Why did they have to say, well, Tyson Fury's whole camp broke out with COVID-19? Because they were searching to come up with what lie they was going to come up with, right? Then they come out when Wilder and them was like, well, that's cool. Their camp broke out with COVID-19, but the fight only 2 weeks away. He pretty much trained up already. We ready to fight, so that don't have nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? He could just keep himself away from whoever broke out with COVID-19 in the camp. This fight must go on. After they came out with that, saying we moving forward. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? They could say the camp, we ain't worried about that. We still gonna move forward. Now, well, Tyson Fury got it too. Well, Tyson Fury is the main character in this whole story, right? Him and Wilder is so you mean to tell me, right? If Deontay Wilder gets COVID, they gonna come out with a story saying Tay Jones and fucking, you know what I'm saying, JD's and everybody and everybody else got COVID, but they not gonna mention Wilder name. He gonna be the first name that they mention. Deontay Wilder caught COVID, right? But see, they was trying to play their way around to see how they gonna get out of it, right? Once they said, oh, the whole camp broke out with COVID, in Wilder and them was like, that's cool, we still moving forward. Now all of a sudden, oh, well, Tyson Fury, he got COVID too. Tyson Fury got COVID. You know, it was reports that Jared Anderson had it. Motherfucking what's the other fighter overseas? Joseph Parker. Right? They all got COVID. All of them got COVID. So it's like, okay. That's crazy. That's strange. All of a sudden, they all got COVID. Cool, right? Now you get to hear stories come out. First, and salute to Tay Jones. Salute to my brother Tay Jones. Tay Jones, right? He tell a story talking about his people talked to Jared Anderson, and Jared Anderson was like, look, I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know who got COVID. Well, Jared Anderson, you ain't got COVID and you don't know who got COVID, but you the main sparring partner in the camp. The main sparring partner, not the secondary, right? So, okay, well, Jared Anderson, you don't got COVID and you don't have no idea who got COVID, but you the main sparring partner in the camp? Wait, hold on. Something's wrong here, right? Now, but Joseph Parker, he's the other sparring partner in the camp, right? So Joseph Parker, of course, he has COVID, right? Reports come out. Joseph Parker got COVID. Then they catch Joseph Parker and some of the other Tyson Fury team members at the UFC fight. Catch him red-handed at the UFC fight. Now all of a sudden, oh, Joseph Parker, yeah, no, he don't have COVID. He don't got COVID no more. No, actually, Joseph Parker don't have COVID, right? Now, right, they said it was the whole camp broke out with COVID. The whole camp tested positive for COVID. Now, I'm watching my brother Blue, and he come out with a story, right? That now they saying, Bob Arum, out of his own mouth, is saying that, oh, actually now only F.A. Jagba and Tyson Fury caught COVID. You know why? Because two people you haven't seen is F.A. Jagba and Tyson Fury. The rest of these motherfuckers, you didn't see them. You know what I'm saying? You didn't caught them in the gym working out, caught them at UFC fights. So the only two people left that you can still use is Tyson Fury because you haven't seen him and F.A. Jagba. Ain't nobody seen him, right? So we can use F.A. Jagba and Tyson Fury. Well, actually, F.A. Jagba and Tyson Fury, they the only ones who had COVID, right? Wait, so you mean to tell me that you go from the whole camp tested positive, right? An outbreak. All these 10 plus fighters, 10 plus members of the camp tested positive, right? Tested. That's what they said. Tested positive for COVID. Now only 2 of them had COVID. How does that work? Because if they tested positive, y'all would have had to see tests before. So how did that go from 10 to 2 that quick? I don't understand. 10 to 2 that quick, right? And then you hear stories of Tyson Fury. He's trying to go, he's trying to get on a plane and go back to the UK. When everybody knows you can't even travel if you have COVID, you can't travel to the UK. And you have to quarantine for 14 days. But he's trying to get on the plane and go back to the UK, right? But he has COVID. And see, this is the shit that I'm talking about, right? This is what I'm talking about when I say that Tyson Fury exposed. That Deontay Wilder exposed Tyson Fury for being a pure bitch, right? And he exposed his whole fan base and everybody that's rocking with Tyson Fury, the media, all media. If you do media and you rocking with this shit, all you motherfuckers, right? He exposed all of y'all. Y'all don't have no fucking backbone, and y'all all some bitches. Because see, you know the man is lying. You see this shit, but you sitting there making excuses, right? Making excuses when you know it's a lie. So you're gonna roll with some shit that you know is a complete lie, but you still sticking up for this man. He done fucked up everybody tickets, then fucked up a whole event, but you riding with this shit, and then you ain't hear none of the fucking media come out. I gave you the whole rundown, and it's more shit that I didn't even give y'all. I just try to, you know what I'm saying? Because I can stay on here. I can stay on this motherfucker for the next 2 hours, giving you all of the holes in that fucking COVID-19 shit that's proven for a fact that they out here telling lies, right? But you don't hear none of the fucking media coming out with none of this information. But they want to run with, every little thing that Deontay Wilder did, they want to run with that shit. Oh, Deontay Wilder was dancing at a fucking barbecue with his family. Oh, Deontay Wilder said this about a suit. Oh, Deontay Wilder, he not saying this. Well, Deontay Wilder, you ain't said shit about Tyson Fury and his whole fucking team coming up with a grand scheme to get out of the fight because he's a pure bitch. That's what he is. He's a bitch, right? And we're not even talking about that Wilder had to take him to court just to get the fight. The man been plotting a way to get out of the fight the whole time. They've been plotting a way to get out of the fight the whole time. And then I'm listening to Tay Jones, right? And he's saying that Jared Anderson, right? He got a story that Jared Anderson said, look, what fight? Shit, the way that Tyson Fury's talking, he talking like this fight ain't gonna be rescheduled. That he not getting in the ring with Wilder at all. So I don't know what's up with Tyson Fury. But y'all not talking about none of this shit. First they had a date, right? They came out, it's rescheduled for September. Then it was October. Now it's the end of October. Why it ain't been rescheduled yet? All I know is these motherfuckers still owe me $3,000 for a fucking ticket that they don't want to give my money back. Right? So quit playing with people. All you motherfuckers is bitches. Anybody that's standing up for this shit, you a bitch. Straight up. And you don't stand for shit. All y'all some fucking Tyson Furies. That's what all y'all is. But you will make a million excuses for this motherfucking bitch. He ain't even a man. He's a bitch. But y'all can cook.
Was that $3,000 worth of pain to you back?
Yeah.
it's just the whole thing to me, man, is just like Batman be saying. Shit, boxing these some bitches. Straight up. I feel like that, man. I feel like that.
If you, I mean, because you can fight, it don't mean that you ain't got bitch in you.
Right. It's a whole bunch of bitches that can fight. But yeah, one of y'all can cook on this.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, man, even with the COVID-19 shit, man, everybody who got family members that died off this shit should be disgusted that these guys are using COVID-19 to get out of fights. Dog, people that died from this disease, man. We had a whole pandemic, dog. Just to get the fuck out of a fight to use this, man, that shit crazy, man. That's all I gotta say, man. That shit crazy, man. And anybody but and this, that old media is not bashing this guy, dog. Old media,
not at all. They're not saying nothing about none of this.
The media who get to the masses is not bashing this guy, dog, for doing this shit, dog. They not trying to make him give up real proof that he has COVID-19. Oh, man.
That's facts, bro. I look at it like you said, Bat. This bullshit. Shit, I buried an auntie off COVID and know plenty of other people. They just buried. My mom just left a friendly for somebody who passed with COVID. So, yeah, it's bullshit all around the board, man. And we all see the shit that this dude was trying to do. Like I said, he probably was getting his ass whooped with spawn and trying to catch an injury at first, but it wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? So, like we said, man, you can never trust that dude, Tyson Fury or his team, bro. So, at the end of the day, it's some weak-ass shit. And I do feel for Key and that motherfucker else trying to get their money back. Like, he fucked up a whole lot of shit, bro. He ain't just fuck up for him and Deontay Wilder. There was fights on the undercard. It's all shit that he fucked up, bro. Now, people stuck in certain situations, dog, but he trying to fly back home to his daddy and shit. And I mean, his daddy orchestrated all this shit. And now, you know, they got to deal with the backlash from it, bro. So now Bob Earn coming out to my, oh, he's a little better. He just fitting to look adjusted and all this shit. Man, we ain't trying to hear that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that man at all. That man sitting in the motherfucking hotel room, relaxing somewhere or out doing some shit that, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of bullshit, bro. And like I said, I touched on this so much, bro. That nigga is just pitiful, bro. Just drop the belt. Just drop the belt, let Wilder get the scrap back, get the fuck on. Go to jail or whatever the fuck they go do to you. Pay the fine or whatever happens without you fight that man. Just take it on the motherfucking chin and just say your ass scared, man, period.
They just gonna make them pay a rack of fines and money to Wilder. So, I mean, if you want to lose your money, you just got your money back. You was just broke. I mean, not broke, but you wasn't well off like you supposed to be. You just got back.
And he lost money on the court because they had to pay for Wilder fees and the judges and shit. So yeah, he go fall hard, man. Tyson Fury gonna fall hard. I ain't praying on his downfall, but just signs and symbols just showing he gonna fall hard. And when he do, he gonna feel every bit of it, bro.
That nigga back story, man.
Man, fuck that. That's that white devil shit, bro. They trying to fucking use shit that millions of people didn't pass from, then died from, right? Took the whole world by storm, and they trying to use this shit like it's a fucking game. Oh, we can just say he got COVID. That's that white devil shit, bro.
Nah, for real. That's that cocaine.
We just say he got COVID.
They say when you snorting that cocaine, that should be talking to you, man. Do stupid ass shit.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you ain't let's see, right? You haven't heard none of these dudes, right? None of the ESPN, none of the mainstream media, they ain't saying nothing about this shit.
But dog, you can tell. Listen, and this is no joke, dog. I ain't even gonna joke. What fight was that? When he was doing the little commentating and coming doing interviews. He was off the coke, dog. You can tell.
Billy Joe.
Oh yeah, the Billy Joe Saunders fight.
Yeah.
He was off the coke, dog, and you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Or walking around with no shirt on.
But he tell you that. But see, he can tell you, I'm finna do a whole bunch of fucking cocaine, and people laugh at that shit. Now let Wilder say some shit like that. Let Wilder, it'll be an investigation, all type of shit. In Wilder, right? This whole situation exposed the racism and double standard in boxing. If Wilder had came out, right, it said that he had COVID-19, right, and that his whole camp broke out with COVID-19, Tay Jones, JD's, goddamn Malik Scott, all of them, they've all broke out. And then, right, the next night, you see Tay Jones and Malik Scott at a fucking UFC fight, right? You see Joey and them at the gym fucking training and shit, doing strength and conditioning wide open with a fucking gym full of people, right? You think that they would have the same energy towards Deontay? Man, this shit would be all over the news.
If the people had COVID, why is they in the same gym with that's not man quarantined?
This shit, if this was Deontay Wilder with all of the holes, right? It's more holes than Swiss cheese in this fucking story, right? With all of the holes in this story, if this was Wilder, they would have been reported this shit all on ESPN. You would have had all of the fucking major, call themselves the major boxing media outlets talking about this shit nonstop. But like that's why I said this situation, all it did was expose and put it out right in the front. What we talk about all the time. We talk about this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? It just exposed it even more. You can't continue to try to throw this shit up under the rug.
Yeah, man, the white people can get away with what they want to get away with. I understand.
Straight up and down. Because if this was Wilder, if this was Errol Spence, if this was one Tank Davis, any of these other fighters, they wouldn't have been able to get away with no shit like this. The Teofimo Lopez situation, that was one thing, right? We knew that was a lie, but this shit is just fucking ridiculous. They putting this shit in your face and basically telling you, like, yeah, we fucking lying. Ain't nothing you can do about it, though. You went from 10 people tested positive, right? Y'all not even hearing what I'm saying. 10 people tested positive to only F.A. Jogba and Tyson Fury had it because everybody else they said tested positive. You didn't got caught out in public, right? They couldn't sit the fuck down and hide. They couldn't sit the fuck down, right, like they was told to do and hide for the next 2 weeks, right? They catching them all over the place. Oh, well, no, actually, it wasn't, it was only 2. They didn't switch the story up that fucking quick. Well, you said that you saw the test of all of those people, right? You said you saw it. So what happened? Did your fucking eyes deceive you?
Nah, but the
you thought it was 10 people on that list that you saw, and it was only 2.
Hey, the fucked up thing about it, they got you and a couple of other people, man. They took y'all money, man. They robbed the shit out y'all, man.
Hey,
that's why you so fucking mad, man.
$3,000. And really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, because I know I can get my money back. All I gotta do is file a dispute with my bank. But that's not the reason why I'm mad. The whole situation to me is some bitch shit. Like that's why you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm passionate about this story that I'm talking about, because they let them fighters do shit like that and get away with it, and it's cool. Where the fuck is Andre Ward? Where's Timothy Bradley?
Oh man, they company man. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Where the fuck is buckethead ass Ishe Smith? Where's all of these motherfuckers that had a whole bunch to say about Wilder?
Go look at. Go
they don't got nothing to say about this.
Go look at that Billy Joe Saunders joint when Wilder and Timothy Bradley was right there. I mean, Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley was right there when he called Wilder a bitch. Timothy Bradley Andre Ward looked like he really wanted to say something, but him being the company man, he shut the fuck up. I mean, them guys gonna be company men, man.
Right. And like I said, can't nobody honestly tell me if this was Wilder, it would go down the same way. Go down the same way. And can't nobody tell me no shit like that.
Nah, he gonna get dragged through the mud.
He would get dragged through the mud, and you know what? He wouldn't be getting no fucking fight with Fury. It wouldn't be no post. It would, like, man, it'd be so much of shit that would happen to Wilder if he did some shit like. But it's okay. And see, the thing is, Fury can do what he wants, but then they try to make Wilder suffer for the shit that Fury does.
Well, you gotta look at it like this. Wilder said he want to catch a legal body in the ring, but when he said that he get investigated, but when Conor McGregor said he get praised. So,
they laughed. Me and Money was talking about this shit earlier, right? And I'll tell you the conversation that we had, because I said, you know, he was like, shit, I like Conor McGregor. I said, I do too. I said, but I don't like the fucking fact that he can say, because see, me, I'm the type, if it's basketball, if it's football, I like the athletes, right? Like the Deion Sanders that's flamboyant, that talk that shit, but perform. I like that. I love Terrell Owens. I like that, right? But I keep the same energy around the board. So I told Money, I said, I like Conor McGregor because I like athletes like that, right? That talk the shit. But I don't like the fact, and he'll tell you, I said, but I don't like the fact that how they treat him in the media. But then if a black athlete, right, like Adrian Brunner, say the same shit or do funny shit like Conor McGregor, then he's disgusting and he's bad for the sport and this and that. I said, I don't like that shit. But when Conor McGregor do it, it's hee ha ha, it's all funny. I'm laughing at it because I keep the same energy around the board, but these motherfuckers don't. So, man, and let me get this super chat real quick. My man D-Lo 44 boxing off in the building. What's happening with it? He said Bradley said the MF should have to fight. Salute. Yeah, he said Bradley said the motherfucker should have to fight. Salute. Yeah, man, the motherfucker should have to fight. But and my thing, right?
D-Lo, did he say that on somebody's platform, or did he say that on ESPN when he in front of everybody? I need him to say that when he in front of everybody, not when somebody got the camera in his face, man. Right. And see, my thing is, let me get to the super chat, and now I'm gonna get it. Demetrius Bright says, supporting the grind. We are living in troubled times. He says, unfairness and hypocrisy, amazing. Right. Unfairness and the hypocrisy is amazing. Straight up, man. And it's crazy. And salute to you again, my brother, in that super chat. And yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but go ahead. No, I'm just saying, man, like them dudes need to put it in front of the masses when they get in front of everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
When they on that platform where everybody can see them, not when they come in going through the joint, somebody pick the Ellie, put the camera in their face, High Fight put the camera in their face. They need to say that in front of the world, man. Fuck that job, man.
And my thing, y'all, this is what I was gonna say, right? Andre Ward, man. Andre Ward, no, he sit back and he know this shit. A lot of this shit is fucked up and wrong, right? And I like Andre Ward. I liked Andre Ward a lot, right? As a fighter, as a man that he carried himself inside the ring and outside the ring.
Okay.
Beautiful family. You know what I'm saying? He always carried himself as a man in the highest regards to me, right? He did. If you go back and watch Andre Ward's career, he always carried himself as a man, right? In the highest regards to me, right? One of the fighters that I looked up, that I looked at, it was like, man, Ward is, you know, like inside and outside the ring. He just a real dude, right? Met Andre Ward, real dude, down to earth, all that shit, right? But you start seeing the change on camera on ESPN. And so I know the type of dude that Andre Ward is. I know that, so he know a lot of this shit is wrong. It's some bullshit. But he didn't let the people around him right? He didn't let the people around him influence the shit that he influence how he moves and what he says. A company man. I don't like that shit. I thought that Andre Ward was stronger than that as a man.
He was, but the boxing check ain't coming in no more, man. He still gotta. I mean, to some people like that,
I still like Ward, but I don't like that shit he doing.
I don't like it neither. I mean, but he still gotta bring his money in, and he chose ESPN and Top Rank. So, you know.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. What's your take on that, Money?
Hold on, I'm talking to my cousin. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, but man, it's just I don't know, man. That shit really, like this whole situation, man. That shit really irked me because Wilder, right? Fuck the tickets and all of that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? You talking about a man here. You talking about a human being, right? That's done all of the right things inside the ring and outside the ring, right? And then you got another man that's done all of the wrong shit inside the ring, cheating, outside the ring. He done all of the wrong shit. But he gets praised, and then this other man, Wilder, he got to suffer for what this motherfucker's doing. And then you got everybody in the fucking boxing world, everybody outside the boxing world, they ride with the bullshit. They ride with the fake shit. They ride with the motherfucker that lie, cheat, and steal. That's what we coming to.
They go with the favorite, man.
Right.
Mostly all the boxers, Slim, when you look at it, mostly all the motherfuckers don't even watch shit. They don't even keep up with shit. You can tell how when somebody put the camera in their face and put a subject up about boxing, they don't even know what the fuck is going on. They only go with what's favorite, what they keep hearing.
Facts. But they be watching this shit. You ain't lying though. But to your question, Keith, yeah, it's a whole lot of bullshit. We know he always get the benefit of the doubt over some weak ass shit, and Wilder get dragged through the mud. It ain't nothing different like we didn't know. You feel me? That's what I was talking on, like how we don't see no stories out about this bullshit on Tyson Fury. And not only that, we seeing motherfuckers out that they talking about got COVID. We don't see nothing out. So of course Deontay Wilder go get all the flack because they pissed off. Like I say, they felt like, oh, he knocked out Undisputed. Like they so for Undisputed and all that shit. But when it was time for Wilder and Joshua to have Undisputed, and Wilder did everything he supposed to do to make that shit happen, you know, nobody was pushing for it. Wilder didn't deserve the fight. Joshua this, that, and third. But now that Tyson Fury beat Wilder, supposedly, right? And he got the title. Now they act like they wanted Undisputed so bad, and we ain't never seen Undisputed and this, all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All the bullshit because it fed to their narrative. And Stephen A. Smith with ESPN, Fury with ESPN. So everybody gonna go with that weak ass shit. And like Beth said, they gonna try to ride with the favorite, bro. And they really believe that Wilder is done. The man take one fucking loss. The man take one loss, right? And arguably is 1-1 if you really want to be technical about the shit. But the man take one loss and now he's just done, finished, can't fight no more. Ain't shit, don't need to fight, need to retire, fired his coach, crazy, fucked up in the head, all type of shit he's supposed to be, bro. There's so many stories they got on the Wilder don't make no sense. To where even you got a weak ass motherfuckers like Nexter Gibbs, who a big ass snitch from the boxing voice, who can come out and try his hand to try to disrespect that man. So, like I say, bro, this weak ass media, bro, they gonna try to stick with each other to try to shit on him and bring him down to big up Fury. And they thinking that that's gonna be the popular about the man, bro. So guess what? Oh, if Wilder was don't do this or this don't happen, then the interviews from Fury will be way more, buzzing than the interviews from Wilder. So everybody wanna make a dollar off this shit, and everybody wanna be in the good graces of weak motherfucker because you gotta be a real motherfucker to stand outside the box and not go along with the get along game like Kwame Brown to say. You feel me? So at the end of the day, bro, the truth will prevail. It always do. It always do. Whether it come right now or whether that shit come 10 years down the line. You feel me? The real ones know what it is. Like I say, man, when Fury fall, he go fall hard, bro. He go fall hard. His turn for the worst is gonna be a bad one, bro. And I ain't gonna give a fuck about it. You know what I mean? You go, oh man, you see Tyson Fury, like it's gonna happen to him. I seen the motherfucker say, oh, why should Fury give Wilder any money? What the fuck do you mean? Why should he give Wilder any money? Last time I checked, motherfucker, it was Wilder that gave him some money. That took his big ass up off the couch and put him back in the game. You see what I'm saying? So it's just the way they look at shit, bro. You can't help certain motherfuckers, dog. You can't help certain motherfuckers. And Tyson Fury is one of the motherfuckers that you should never help. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we see that now, right? Wilder having a good heart. You know, he done fought motherfuckers on steroids, then pop dirty, then gave motherfuckers chances to feed their family. Like all type of shit Deontay Wilder been done as a heavyweight to show love to the sport or try to make the best versus the best. And all he do is still get shitted on. His 10 title defenses don't mean shit, even though he tied Muhammad Ali, right? He reigned for 5 years. That don't mean shit. You know, it's so, man, he go until Wilder lead the sport and they see that the heavyweight division ain't gonna be shit afterwards. You feel me? I do get Anthony Joshua his credit for putting asses in the seats and doing what he did. But you know, until he lead the sport, man, and this motherfucking heavyweight division go back to the, and no knock to him, but the Chris Ariolas and the motherfucking you know, those type of fighters, and that shit go back to nothing, then they'll see how important he was for the division, bro. But until then, I say fuck everybody who say fuck Wilder, bro. Fuck him.
But even what you said with the Anthony Joshua shit, man, y'all gave praise to that nigga. Y'all gave praise to that guy, but he couldn't even go back in the ring and do it with good fashion. You ran from Fat Boy the whole fucking fight.
Facts. And got clipped, man. And got clipped. That they act like that never happened. And he wasn't even in the best of shape.
That's what I'm saying. But now Wilder got cheated. Oh, he need to stop him. But your man, and then he keep on saying Deontay Wilder only got the right hand. He's a basic fighter. Dog, you couldn't even beat a Fat Boy for real, man. You ain't go in there to dominate the Fat Boy. You went in there to run and outpoint the Fat Boy like this was fucking the Olympics, dog. And man, I be having to rock on these dudes, man. These dudes are wild, man.
And my man, John Kramer, he said, and the sad part is our own people dragging them down. Right. And that's the shit that really get me because, man, I see so many of these coon ass niggas.
Yep, I do, man.
Like, what the fuck? You think this shit funny? Like Tyson Fury this and that? Like, man, these dudes is something else, man.
And
I say something else.
But I say this about some of them dudes. Them dudes just don't even report on the boxers, dog. They report on other channels, and that shit be throwing me off, dog. For real. I mean, if you don't like a certain person or what's calm, make that your personal business. So when y'all see each other, handle it. But you are here to report what's going on in boxing.
Right.
All right, if you talk about a fighter a certain way, cool. If you ain't gonna stick to the code like other races do, that's cool too. But report on boxing or boxers. Stop making this shit so personal, dog.
Facts. That motherfucker like Wilder really didn't fuck your baby mama or knock you out and took your money out your pocket or something. You know what I mean? I mean, he is nothing. I mean, look at, I had to get in that little dusty ass female ass who you don't like. She on there. Wilder look like he is slow and like he can't read, and I'm like, come on, man. I say, how you gonna talk about a man and him reading and shit like that? You don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how these people react and the shit they do, dog. It is crazy, man. But that's the thing that's what I gotta go through, bro.
This shit exposes you the character of most of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Just in real life.
They ain't got this cokehead. You got this cokehead making 1 million videos about Wilder. I mean, Wilder's I don't even want to stop him.
Hey, man.
He's a fraud. We know he's a fraud. And that man, you come to Memphis.
hey, man. But this whole situation to me, a lot of people think, oh, it's just boxing. I look at it as bigger than boxing because it exposes the type of character that people have, right? It exposes a lot in a man or a motherfucker that's supposed to be a man that's less than a man. if you stand for shit like this and this type of shit is okay with you, that shows what type of character you have in real life. Straight up, it's just as simple as that. If I tell Batman or Money, I say, look, check this out. I'm going to do such and such. And if it's in my willpower, I can do it. I'm going to do that shit. Because I said as a man, that's what I'm going to do. That's why if I ever bet somebody on here, you niggas don't have they know I'm going to pay them because I said I was going to do that. That's what I'm supposed to do as a man, right? He started off with showing you that he was less than a man because he told the man, we got a rematch. I signed it, right? Now you got to go through all of this shit just to get in the ring with the man? Y'all roll with that. That shows flawed in your character. You riding with that shit, so that shows, and then it goes on and on. So you riding with all of this shit that Tyson Fury does, right? That showed me what type of motherfucker you are in real life. You don't stand for shit, and you can't be trusted for shit. That's why I don't fuck with people. For real. That's why I don't fuck. That's why I only fuck with a very few people. Right? And that's why. Because most people just like that. That's why you have the majority of the crowd, they think it's okay. And they standing by Tyson Fury. Because they that type of person in real life they self. You know what I'm saying? You can't relate. You can relate to the type of person that you are. A fake motherfucker can't relate to a real motherfucker because they don't know what it is to be a genuinely real, you know what I'm saying? So it's more than boxing to me. 503 line, what's happening with it? What's good with it? And make sure that y'all go sub to my brother 503. Make sure that y'all go show him some love and sub to him. But yeah, man, so,
going down, bro.
That's why, you know, it just aggravates me because I see this shit, you know what I'm saying? We see this shit every day. In this situation, it puts it out in the forefront and it just shows you who is who. It shows you who is who. I can look at, like, a lot of you know what I'm saying? A lot of us, we know each other behind the scenes. A lot of us, we don't. But I can look at some of y'all motherfuckers and be like, I would never fuck with him in real life. You know what I'm saying? I would never fuck with him. Straight up. It's simple as that, man. Smooth Groove Boxing, what's happening with it?
Smooth Groove, what's going down, bro?
Yeah.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be, though, man. Like, this shit out of our hands right now, though. All I can say is, Wilder got the upper hand. You know, he always had the upper hand. And not only that, he didn't prove this motherfucker wrong, right? This motherfucker sat up there and told you silly duck motherfuckers that y'all was about to get undisputed with him and Anthony Joshua, bro. Told y'all this shit in y'all face. You feel me? Like old dog told Kane, smoke your cousin in your face. And y'all ain't gonna do shit about it. Y'all really believe this motherfucker? You got cats going to make shirts. You got motherfuckers acting like they having an orgasm on the phone and shit, shaking and smiling, can't control themselves. And they really think they getting motherfucking Fury and Joshua the undisputed. And the exact next day, literally, bro, I never seen no shit like this in my life. The exact next day, the man said he would be facing Deontay Wilder. And y'all didn't get that man no flack, no nothing. No, this Anthony Joshua trying to get you motherfuckers to ride with him. He like Fury that fucked us over. He lied. He said this, that, and the third. You motherfuckers ain't say nothing, but let that shit fly and shit on Deontay Wilder. Oh, Wilder fucked up undisputed. How about Fury fucked up undisputed for lying to you motherfuckers? He had to face that man in the trilogy match and knowing he ain't had no evidence to prove that he can walk away from the trilogy. But y'all blame Deontay Wilder for that shit. You know what I mean? And then y'all say, oh, Deontay Wilder stole this fight. Oh, Deontay Wilder, how the fuck that man steal a fight or he maneuvers smoothly to get the fight when the contract said, motherfucker, if you win, we have a trilogy. And not only that, we have Tyson Fury doing interviews, you know, before Tyson Fury and fucking Joshua was talking about saying I can't do nothing until I fight Deontay Wilder this third time, then we can do this. And y'all just let that shit go right under y'all head because the truth of the matter is y'all don't give a fuck. Anything can happen to Deontay Wilder. That man can take steroids. He can get caught with all the steroids that Big Baby took, and y'all overlook that shit. Y'all overlook it. You know what I mean? Well, Wilder say he hit hard, so why y'all mad? He only even the score, so it's just crazy, bro. The shit that these people be saying and the shit that they do, bro.
The man got The man got caught cheating and they still ain't do nothing. Big Baby got caught taking steroids twice. That nigga got a boxer.
That nigga out of boxing. They saying they don't want to see him again. They don't never want to see him fight again. He shouldn't be allowed in the ring again. I mean, so many stories, so much shit came out on Big Baby.
That nigga a fucking bodyguard now, man.
That shit crazy, man. Mad Chad boxing in the building. Salute. Mad Chad got a channel now.
Yeah, Mad Chad has a channel. I love you, Keon. I love you, Money Brown. You guys are great. From Maine, from Portland, Maine. This is Mad Chad and Money. No matter what they say, Earl Spence, the guy, he's going to do it. He's going to retire Manny Pacquiao. Batman, I love Gary Russell Jr. Your brother's the fucking shit. Fuck Devin Haney. Fuck them Haneys. They don't want to fight him. You tell him to stand his ground. And I want to appreciate you guys for letting me on. Portland, Maine. I'll see you guys later. Monty Brown. Great channel, brother.
He's a fucking fool, man. Mad Chad, salute, man. I'm gonna have to go subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna make sure that y'all go show some love to Mad Chad boxing.
Man, Mad Chad's son's birthday too, man. Shout out to your son, Mad Chad. If that's your son, brother, cousin, nephew, whomever he is, man. Hope he enjoy himself.
Yeah, man.
Mad
Happy
Chad
birthday,
boxing.
bro.
Yeah, man. I'm subbing to you right now, Mad Chad. Yeah. But yeah, man. Anything else y'all want to say?
Nah, I think we touched on everything, yeah.
Yeah, man. I just want to see some good fights, man. After this Earl Spence fight, Pacquiao, man, I just want to see, man, boxing take over the world, man. So that means we're going to have good fight after good fight, man.
Yeah.
Facts.
Cassandra Mason came in the building late, talking about how she missed it. Salute to you, Queen. Salute. You real late. And
that, Cassandra.
But yeah, salute to everybody in the chat that came through. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure that you smash on my like button. Another great show. Salute to everybody that came through and supported. And salute to the haters in the background too. And the haters in the comments, Hey. But man, give me your closing words, Batman, before you get up out of here.
Man, I thought man, like I said, man, I just want to see great fights, man. I just want to enjoy myself every weekend. I mean, they just doing it for us, man. We got Charlo about to fight this weekend, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They fucked up the Wilder situation. You know what I'm saying? We'd have had a good 2 straight back-to-back fights.
Right. And they had the Wilder card. The whole card was fired up. What is the whole card?
Yep, all big heavyweight matchups.
Yeah, then you got Earl coming in the 24th. You got Rigondeaux and Cos. What's his name?
Nah, that's off, bet. That's off. They switched Rigondeaux for Nonito, but then Nonito bagged out because he said, "Oh boy, he bullshit around with the bottle test and shit."
Yeah, so. But they put Rigondeaux back in because my little brother fight on the card.
Oh, they put it back on?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, shit. Right. That's big time then. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. So Casamaro and Rigondeaux back on August 14th?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's what's up, bro. I like that a lot, bro. Hell yeah.
Then you got Earl. Right behind them.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up, bro. I ain't even know that shit.
You got David Benavidez right in Phoenix, so I'm probably going to go to that Benavidez fight. He fighting Uzgatagi. That's in August. That's next month, so I might slide up there and go to that fight.
Yeah.
Benavidez should get whoever out of Caleb Plant and Canelo, Benavidez should get that fight, man.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely, I agree with you. But we might not even see that Caleb Plant and Canelo because I don't think that Al Hammond is budging and letting Caleb Plant go over there and fuck with Dazn. And it don't look like that Plant, he gonna do no business on PBC. So it is just, man, this the type of shit that, man,
but y'all
just gets you tired.
Benavidez talking about man making that trip to 160 one time, man.
Man,
I don't think he can make 160, dog.
I mean, he said he's gonna try, man.
He said try. He said try or catch weight. Now, Charlo big ass, Charlo big overgrown ass. He know he need to meet Benavidez at 164, at least at
In the
164.
middle. Yeah, meet in the middle, dog.
It ain't no, it's no. I don't want to see Jamal Charlo in there with another fucking Rudy Poo.
And
I don't.
I don't want to see Benavidez go to no 160. I don't want to see him give up all that, bro.
Jamal Charlo, his excuses is done. He's out of excuses. Ain't no more touch-up fights. Ain't no more Rudy Poos for Jamal Charlo. If we want, we talking about Canelo need to do this, and that, right? Jamal Charlo need to fight all dogs from here on out.
Yeah, right, man.
Straight up, all dogs. Ain't no more excuses for Jamal Charlo.
Because if Jose Benavidez, I mean David Benavidez make 160, bro, he ain't gonna, if Jamal beat him, he ain't gonna get the credit. He ain't gonna get his justice.
David Benavidez is only 24 years old. Jamal Charlo is what, 31, 32?
31.
No more excuses. I'm sick of these motherfuckers, dog. For straight up, ain't no more excuses for Jamal Charlo. If we treat Canelo like that, hey, ain't no more excuses for him either.
But this what it make. It's make you show you the man Benavidez is.
Benavidez shouldn't have to come down to no 160.
Yeah, he shouldn't. But it shows.
The just saying the measure he'll take to get a big fight. Like he like fucking nigga. All right, I'll come to your motherfucking ass.
No, that's what he said. He told him I fight at 160.
Yeah, I saw it.
Fight at 160. I come see you then. But
yeah, I saw it.
That's a man's man right there.
Yeah.
Right. And I didn't like Jamal Charlo how he got to stuttering and going around and making all type of excuses when they asked him about Demetrius Andrade in the press conference.
I mean, y'all know.
He don't want to fight. Hey, dog. Listen, man.
And then when Brian Custer asked him about Demetrius Andrade on his show, making a whole bunch of fucking excuses. I don't like that shit.
Go look at Demetrius Andrade when he look in tip top condition, man.
I know. I've been watching him ever since he came out the Olympics and shit. Amateurs.
They don't. He was the man on ESPN. He was holding this shit down on ESPN.
Yeah.
They don't want that drama.
Yeah, man, my nigga used to go there because me and Tommy always talk about. I said Canelo will beat him. Tommy said he was the one to beat Canelo. I'm like, my Canelo will beat him.
Y'all check this out. I want y'all to listen to me right now. Money Brown, he got an announcement to make. Go ahead, Money.
I lower my cholesterol.
Now let him know. Let him know who you got coming on the show.
All right, y'all. I got Brian Custer on Thursday, man. We got Brian Custer coming through showing love. You know, from the Last Stand podcast. You know, he worked with Showtime Championship Boxing. Brian Custer, man, just hella cool, bro. He hella cool. You feel me? So Thursday, we'll have Brian Custer come through. Thursday is the press conference too with Charlo. The last press conference of Charlo and Brian Castano. So, you know, I'm blessed to have his time, man. We'll have some little fun. I'm gonna ask him a few questions and shit. Pick his mind a little bit, you feel me? And rock out with Brian, man. So y'all come through and show love, family.
And don't act like, I heard what y'all was saying about Castano. Don't act like he just stand in front of you and take punches.
Nah, he can't, bro. That's what I said, man. I said he better not come in that motherfucker and try to.
I said don't act like he just stand there and take punches.
Oh, nah. I thought you said act like he could. Nah, but
no, I'm talking about people acting like he's just gonna stand there and take punches.
No, hell no. Hell no. Castano's a dog.
He slips and he's a real thinker boxer. Boxer puncher. So
yeah. Jamel respect him though, Bat. That's what I like. Like he not looking at him just as anything like a walk in the park. Like you say, he gave us credit. Like this a real dog I'm fighting. I have to be on my shit, and that's why I say I like that in Jamel because he know you just not fighting on anybody, bro. He beat Laura, bro. Everybody know he beat Laura, bro.
He got fast hands.
Yeah, bro. And I just said though, Bat. Yeah, like you said, bro. When he said that shit about Earl, and he said, bro, yeah, tell Earl Spence, tell him he remember that 8 count. Like he talk his shit, bro. I like Brian Castano, but them Argentinians are tough, bro. He say, yeah, like man, he talk his shit, bro, and he confident in a bitch, bro. Like I
young Sergey Derevyanchenko in his prime, so
yeah, bro.
You know
I watch all his interviews, bro. So I'm giving him his just and his credit, bro. He the real deal. He ain't no pushover, bro. That nigga, and you can tell he the real deal because he going straight for Jamel. He ain't running with no titles and none of that shit. You know what I mean? He know the opportunity. He ain't crying over no money or none of that shit. Make that bitch happen. Let's go. And I can respect that, dog. But with that being said, I got Jamel beating him.
I mean, boxing, when I look at it, he can outbox Jamel. Tony Harrison was outboxing Jamel. It's just Jamel got power. Jamel the dog. If you sit there and try to trade with him, he will get your ass out of there. But he can be outboxed.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. I said there earlier, man. Batman. I agree with you. But man, Money, let me get your final words and get up out of here, man.
Appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love, man. Appreciate everybody in the super chat showing love to the Brody, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Y'all know it's no us without y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all come through. Subscribe to me on Money Brown TV. Follow me on Instagram at Money_the_writer. You know, we be over there every Saturday whenever a fight going down. We show the fight. So if y'all don't need a place to watch the fight, come show out and show some love, man. Like I said, Thursday we got Brian Custer coming through, right? So, you know, it's going to be a fun one, man. It's going to be a fun one. Much love, much appreciated. Make sure y'all go follow my Brody World Combat Sports. Go follow Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Key. And don't forget that. And y'all know how I get down, man. We're going to keep bringing the best interviews and we're going to keep dropping the fire content. Y'all make sure y'all go watch the content. Hit that like button. Watch it all the way through. I don't care if it was 25 minutes. Sit your ass there and watch the entire video. Watch commercials and all. No, but just keep supporting, man, and showing love, man. We do this for y'all. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family. Y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir. And y'all already know how I do. You know, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. And we're gonna be back on here tomorrow cooking again. Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And make sure that y'all hit my like button. And we gone.